Hello, Uplift families and scholars. My name is Danielle Redman, and I am the social counselor at Uplift White Rock Hills. This past week has been such a whirlwind for all of us, and trying to navigate this situation can be extremely difficult for families. While our educators have been working tirelessly and diligently to provide online education for our scholars, our counseling department also recognizes that there's a need for our scholars even beyond curriculum. Uplift Education is unique in that there are qualified mental health professionals at every campus in our network. And so we want to continue to provide that social emotional learning for our scholars through some of these YouTube videos. For myself, I am going to be providing some YouTube videos on morning meeting. So if you don't know what morning meeting is, it's something that your scholar has probably experienced. It's usually the first 15 to 20 minutes of the day where the teachers gather all the scholars together, usually sit in a circle on the floor and share, experiences, talk about feelings, talk about, how to deal with certain situations. It usually just kind of gives a sense of community within the classroom. So since we're unable to do morning meetings in a classroom setting, I wanted to kind of provide some morning meetings at a distance. So with these morning meetings, there's going to be a couple different things. I'll have some expectations lined out, just like every morning meeting has expectations. I'll have a special mantra that we're all going to say together, and there'll be some kind of a joke or something funny to kind of lift our spirits during this time. I'll also have an activity or a challenge that we're all going to do together, and then we'll end with a quote to kind of get us focused, get us ready for the day. So let's go over some of what those expectations are going to be. So our expectations for morning meeting are going to look a little bit different, and they'll be in response to the COVID-19 outbreak that we're dealing with. So our first expectation is that we are going to stay healthy and we're going to stay safe. Some different ways that we can stay healthy are making sure that we wash our hands, and we wash our hands good, right? Lots of soap for at least 30 seconds. I like to sing happy birthday to myself to make sure that I have washed my hands for long enough. We also want to make sure that we're covering our mouth when we're coughing, and we cover with our elbow like that. I like to call it the vampire cough because it makes you kind of look like a vampire. And also just making sure that we're keeping our hands out of our mouth, out of our eyes, our ears, our nose. That helps to make sure that the germs aren't getting inside of our body. So our next expectation is that we're going to work hard and we're going to stay focused. Doing school from home is probably been a huge challenge for a lot of us, and that's okay. If I was in your shoes, that would be really hard for me too. But we want to make sure that we're continuing to stay focused and working hard so that we don't get behind. So when mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whoever it is that's helping you with your online learning, when they say it's time to get your work done, we need to make sure that we're doing it. Okay? And then our last expectation is that we are going to practice empathy. Does anyone know what empathy means? I'm going to give you all just a few seconds to think. What does empathy mean? So empathy means that we are thinking about the feelings of others, right? We know our feelings inside because we feel them, but we also have to remember that other people have feelings too, and being able to respect each other's feelings is a great way of providing empathy. It helps connects us all together. It helps maintain respect and dignity for each other. So we're going to really practice that empathy piece, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in some of our other morning meetings that we'll have together. So those are our 3 expectations for our morning meeting. Now that we've covered our expectations, I want to review the mantra that we are going to all be saying together during our morning meeting time. A mantra is kind of like a mini saying that you tell yourself each day. It can be something that you tell yourself in the morning as you're getting ready, or it could be something that you tell yourself right before you go to sleep. You could say it multiple times throughout the day. But our mantra together is going to be as followed. Ready? I am kind, I am good, and I will try my best. So we're going to say that each time we have our morning meeting together. So let's practice one more time. I say it, you say it. I am kind, I am good. I will try my best. That was wonderful. So after we say our mantra, then I will give you a funny joke to kind of get some laughs in our bellies. So the joke for today is, why should you not give balloons to Elsa? Why should you not give balloons to Elsa? Anyone want to guess? The answer is because then she will let it go. That was a good one, right? So during this time, I'd usually have an activity or a challenge for all of us to do. But since this is the first morning meeting, I kind of wanted just to take some time to talk a little bit about coronavirus or COVID-19 specifically, and just kind of, get it out there that yes, what we're dealing with is extremely scary. It's traumatic. It's a whole bunch of different things. But what I want you to know is that you all are completely normal in all the feelings that you've been feeling. Some of us feel angry, right? Angry that we don't get to go to school, angry that we don't get to do our extracurricular activities, angry that we don't get to go hang out with our friends, right? A lot of feelings. Maybe we're feeling scared. Scared that we might get sick, scared that our parents or our family members might get sick. All of those things are completely normal to feel. Even feeling helpless, feeling like, what can I do to help stop this, right? And so what I want you to know is that we have an incredible amount of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals in our country that are working around the clock to figure out how we can stop this virus. If you want to know how you can stop the virus, the best way is to make sure that you are continuing to wash your hands multiple times a day, coughing into your arm to make sure that you're not spreading any more germs, and to practice this social distancing, as we're calling it, right? Staying away from other people to make sure that you're not getting them sick and that they're not getting you sick. Again, this is a huge challenge for all of us. I know it's a huge challenge for me not being able to be around friends and family, especially all the scholars at my school. It is a challenge. It is difficult, but we're all in this together. We're all going to come through this together and be better on the other side. So all I can say for now is just hang in there. That it's okay to feel all these feelings that you have right now, and just practice again what you can do to make sure that this virus doesn't continue to spread. So with every morning meeting, I will end with a positive quote to hopefully get you on the right track and thinking positively about the day. So the quote for today is, don't let the things that you can't do get in the way of the things that you can do. Especially in light of recent events, sometimes we're trying to make things more complicated than they should be, or we focus on all the wrong things, all the bad things. I want you to focus on what you're good at, what you can do in this moment, wherever you are, and just use that to continue to be successful each day. All right, we'll see you again soon. Thanks.